Hey, what's up guys, it's Galaxy Tech Darklord here, coming at you guys with a new Blue-Eyes deck profile for this current format. It's undergone some changes since the last one. I've put stuff out, I've taken stuff out, put stuff in, I've added traps to it, I've changed the lineup of monsters a tiny bit. It's gone quite a few changes, and it's got at least one card from the new Primal Origin set as well. So we start off with 3 copies of Blue-Eyes White Dragon. It's the main card of the deck, of course. Not running it is like having a cheese sandwich without cheese. 3 copies of Maiden with Eyes of Blue, or Blue-Eyes Maiden, or whatever you want to call it. This card's really great because it gets your Blue Eyes out onto the field. It's like Cyber Valley. It's just really great at stalling, and you can't target it without setting off its ability at all. Then 2 copies of Kyberman, because it's like your Red Eyes Black Chick for Blue Eyes White Dragon, so that always comes in handy. 1 copy of White Stone of Legend, because I found 3 was cloggy along with 3 cards of consonants, so I cut it down to 1 and it works a lot better, along with cutting out cards of consonants completely. Then we run one Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon for obvious reasons. It's a dragon deck. 1 copy of Darkstorm Dragon, because it gives you a substantial level 8 monster, and when you Gemini summon it, it's got a pretty good effect as well. Then 1 copy of BLS, because you have a substantial light and dark body in this deck to run it. 2 copies of Shining Angel, because it can search out, when it's destroyed by battle, it can search out Kyberman. It can also search out Blue-Eyes Maiden, which is always useful, because that's kind of what the deck runs around. Then for the vanillas, we have 1 Flammable Guard, 1 Galaxy Serpent, and 1 Rabbit Dragon, because it's level 8 and it's a vanilla. So what more do you want? Other people would run Trihorn Dragon, but I don't have one, so yeah. That's it for the monsters. There's about 17 monsters, I think. Yeah, 17 monsters in the main deck. For the spells, 1 Photon Sanctuary gives you 2 sacrifices. 1 Book of Moon, it's a staple card. 1 for 1, get your Blue-Eyes Maiden out. 2 MSTs, because you want to destroy back row, but I didn't like 3 because there wasn't space. 2 copies of Dragon Shrine, because 3 is cloggy and you only really need 2, in my opinion. 3 copies of Sylvan's Cry, because this reborns any vanilla that you have. You can only activate 1 once per turn, but it's a quick play, so it's pretty good for that in that situation as well. 3 copies of Trade-In, just in case you get a couple like level 8s right off the bat that you don't actually want, then you can just get them out for 2 cards. So that is always helpful as well. So that's all the spells. For the traps, we run 1 copy of Bottomless, 1 7 Tools, 1 Compulse, and 1 Safe Zone. These 2 cards are very good because they not only have great synergy, like your opponent tries to use Scrap Dragon to pop this, you can take it out of play by activating it. Compel, and both of these, if you use both of these on Blue-Eyes Maiden, you can it's targeting them, so basically you can activate its effect from there. And then for the 2 OBS, we run 2 copies of Dimensional Prison, because we're currently in a hand format, and the only way to actually take the hands out of play is either gain control of them, put them back in the deck, or remove them from play. 2 Call of the Haunted, just to get your monsters back from the graveyard if you need them. And 2 copies of Champion's Vigilance, because it's like Solemn Warning that works in synergy, well, Solemn Judgment actually, that works in synergy with normal monsters. So yeah, and then that is the trap lineup. That is 40 cards main deck. Then for the extras, 2 copies of Azure Eyes, because it's the standard go-to monster. Got a nice beefy 3000 defense, and it has a great effect. Then 1 Gigantic Castle, because it's a level 9 and has an okay effect and a very substantial amount of attack and defense. It also, along with the Azure Eyes, allows you to go into an Xyz monster which I've just added to this deck. Then we run 1 Scrap Dragon, 1 Crimson Blader, 1 Stardust, because these are more or less staple generic level 8 synchros. Then 1 Catasta, because you can make level 5s and it's a very good generic card. And 1 Star Eater, because you can make this on the odd occasion and it's very good, very difficult to get out of the way when it attacks. Then for the Xyz monsters we run Queen Dragon Jin, rank 8s we run 1 Divine Dragon Knight Felgren because it is just such a versatile card. 1 Alze because it bounces cards really well, and you either, in a situation where you use this effect, you can either add the card to your hand if you guess correctly, and if you don't, which is generally what you want, you can excavate the top card of your deck. It goes to the graveyard. Then you can use a material from him and bounce one of your opponent's cards to the top or bottom of their deck, which is pretty good. I don't know why people don't like it, so, you know. And then 1 copy of Thunder End Dragon, because this works really well with Azure Eyes, because you summon Azure Eyes, get this out on the same turn, and then use its effect. All your monsters are safe and all your opponent's monsters get nuked. Then 1 Tachyon, 1 Hieratic Sun Dragon, and finally the card I was going to talk about, which I was talking about, Phantom Fortress Enter Blavner. It's 2 level 9s, has a very great 2900 attack, and it has a very good effect actually as well. It can either, once per turn you can detach an Xyz material from it to either banish 1 card your opponent controls, banish 1 card from one random card from your opponent's hand, banish 1 card from your opponent's graveyard, or banish the top card of your opponent's deck face up. So that is just pretty good. It can screw up a couple of your opponent's plays, it can get the hands out of the way, it can get quite a lot of things out of the way. Right, that is the end of the deck profile. Thank you very much for watching, I hope you like it. Don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Peace out.